inside of us. And as a result, it's a vast system of sciences and advanced system of putting together cosmic energies. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately, these energies play a part in our human body, because that's all we are. So it's a multifaceted system. On the mundane or terrestrial plane, it lines up with nature. You see? On the extraterrestrial plane, it lines up with everything in the universe. And on the omniverse plane, or the metaphysical verse plane, that which is beyond the universe, the damn alpha, or the God particle, it lines up even beyond the known universe. And the black substance that we're talking about is that same black substance that is the building blocks that makes up everything that there is, even on the physical. And Osiris represents that God of the perfect black, but before him it was represented by the god Soot or Set. You see. Set or Soot is the oldest deity known to mankind. He also becomes the enemy of Osiris, but there's some aspects of that on a metaphysical level that they go hand in hand. In order for Osiris to make the true manifestation of what he is to be, he had to be killed. Because when you kill something, you break down the particles in the elements so you can turn it into something new. Things after they complete a cycle have to be destroyed so that they can create something new. That's why all Christ mythology around the world also deals with death. But it is in that process of death that you rise up from the ashes and make a new reality. So Set Typhon, in one aspect, is the ultimate principle of transformation by killing Osiris, so his body can make another new reality, which ultimately will be the savior of us all. So these particular entities was a multiple system. Number one, when they talk about the 7 liberal arts and they talk about all the stuff based on the learning and all that stuff that you got from the Afrocentric community, they are right. When they talk about this stuff lining up with nature on this particular realm, they are also right. But ultimately, this stuff goes back down to the alchemical component, which is the building blocks of everything in the universe and outside of the universe also, too. And Horus principle represents the seed that will rise up, because Horus and Maya is one and the same. Maya is the Christ principle also. But Maya is more, so you got to understand, when the Afrocentric people talk about the government being balanced with Maya, that is the realm of the mundane or the physical realm, that they govern a certain thing based on checks and balances and laws based on the scale. But Maya takes on an even greater principle in the spiritual realm. Maya in the spiritual realm is an alchemical component that we call in alchemy the great works. And the great works, let's see what the great works is. See if I can find a synopsis of it in some literature, some alchemical literature. See if I have anything on the actual great works. I don't think I do here, but anyway, the great works coming together of angel, God, man, baby, animal, and everything in the known universe that comes to one particle. And that particle represents the new reality of long past cycles that have gone, that have completed their run. As a result, it's condensed into a particle of light, which is your Christ energy. And that's basically what our bodies have been going through since we've been in the physical realm. Cooking and creating a new reality that we will ultimately throw off. So even in the Bible, when they say every man will be known by his works is not talking about what he did in the physical realm. It's impossible, man. I mean, who cares what you did down here? Especially if you're doing stuff without any knowledge, how would you know? But it was talking about how your spiritual nature of you work. And if you don't have the great works, which is the melanin, ultimately, which alchemy is based from, you don't have any inner workings. You don't have any inner workings. So Maya, on another thing, is it is the great works. The great works is the coming together of all energies and crystallizing into the greatest work of all, a new reality they call the New Jerusalem. Well, Maya is the same principle in ancient Kemet. Mm-hmm. The English version would be the great works, or we would also call illumination, or what you would call in Christianity, Christos. So Maya is the Christ principle. That's why you get the word in Kemet, Ha, which is the child, Ma, which is the mother feminine principle, Ma. You get the double Ma, Mama. So Maya, before Maya was Maya, it was Ma. Then you get the double Ma, Ma. Mama, mother. So Har, Heru, child, light seed, Ma, the feminine energy, Ku, pyramid. Combined, you get the male and the female harness. That's the same as the yin and the yang symbol, where the blackness is the yin and the yang is the light.